What point in your life did you decide to give rise to your authentic voice? Was there something that happened that made you decide this is the moment?
I kind of feel like I've grown and continue to grow into being more and more authentically who I am. A big struggle with that is literally learning who you are, and even beyond the bigger issues like sexuality and things like that. There's so many aspects to us that only as you age and go through events do you realize, like, oh, that's the way I feel about that. But I will say, to the specifics about being gay, um, uh, my meeting my husband was really the reason I had the big coming out with my family. My family is very important to me, but dealing with the hard talk about sexuality didn't seem necessary to me because I was happily living as gay everywhere besides that, until I met the person that I loved, and I realized that he was too important to me to not let my family meet. And so that was a trigger moment, which may speak to a lot. It certainly speaks to the characters in this film, who are either afraid or unable or unwilling to let love into their lives, to let themselves be loved because they don't love themselves. And I think that's, like you said, I think that's a universal feeling for everybody to different degrees. There are many reasons, big and small, that we feel unworthy of love and unworthy of being accepted for exactly who we are. And it's not a good feeling, and it can really eat you up inside and cause you, as we see in this movie, cause you to act in ways that are very unkind to others and unkind to yourself.
One of the other aspects about this character is that he's living beyond his means. How good are you at indulging yourself with little perks every now and then? What was your last indulgence?
I don't enjoy shopping very much. What I tend to do is, like, I'll buy, I've, I buy a lot of headphones. Like, I buy the earbuds or I buy the Bose headphones. Like, I have too many pairs of headphones. So that's the ways in which I buy things. Other than that, I don't guess I buy that much. It's interesting with this character though, because it took me a while to realize that he spends money. Like, I think money spending for him is a bigger addiction problem than his drinking is, because he's able to sober up. When we meet him at the beginning of this play, he's sober. He hasn't been drinking or even smoking, but he hasn't stopped spending money. And it's so interesting to me to think of spending money as an addiction like that, buying things to make himself feel better, again, to make himself feel more worthy or whatever. It's like his armor, new clothes and new things. And talk about a universal thing that I think a lot of people can identify with. But yeah.